Copy down the WALT and find 3 key words in the will. In today's session, we're going to be learning to describe sedimentary and metamorphic rocks. By the end of the session, you must be able to recognize sedimentary and metamorphic rocks, be able to recall the general properties of a metamorphic and sedimentary rock, and could explain how both rocks are formed. Sedimentary rocks. As rivers enter the sea, it slows down and deposits the sediment it was carrying. Over millions of years, the sediment is buried by more and more sediment. Eventually, as the water is squeezed out, it is cemented together to form a sedimentary rock. Because of this, sedimentary rocks can contain fossils. So let's take a closer look. Here we have a prehistoric fish living 50 million years ago. The fish dies and sinks to the bottom. The fish is then covered by sediment over millions and millions of years. The soft tissue decays, but the hard material remains. Over time, the bones are replaced by minerals which are hardened to form the fossil. Now Tim and Moby are going to explain to you what a sedimentary rock is.
Okay, how'd we get here? Oh, those are sedimentary rocks. They're made from bits of eroded rock, mineral grains, and plant and animal remains that have been pressed together over time. Lots of times, sedimentary rocks form from the remains of other rocks. The layers are important because the oldest rock is at the bottom. True, if you were to dig in and upset the layer, some old rock pieces might be overturned and moved to the surface. What are you doing? We'd better get going.
Sedimentary rocks. Here are some examples. We have sandstone, limestone, and chalk. Look carefully at the sandstone because it can look slightly different. But the important thing about all sedimentary rocks is the fact that it is made in layers. Okay, now on to metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are formed when existing rocks change by high temperature and pressure. They are found in mountains. Limestone is converted into marble. The rock is heated too much, it might turn into magma. So literally it's taking us back to the beginning. If the rock gets way too hot, it starts to melt and turn back into the magma. Here we can see the pressure and the heat forcing the rock to turn. Examples of metamorphic rocks are marble and slate. Here's Tim and Moby to explain to you a bit more about metamorphic rocks.
What? Sure is hot down here. Hey, that's a metamorphic rock. The rocks below the Earth's surface are under a lot of pressure from the rock layers above. Enough heat and pressure will turn those rocks back into molten magma. But if it doesn't get quite hot enough for the rocks to melt, the rocks will be cooked and smushed into a new type of rock. Metamorphic rocks have mineral grains that are flattened and aligned. An igneous rock can be transformed into a metamorphic rock when enough heat and pressure are applied.
So can sedimentary.
To recap, you should be able to recognize a sedimentary and metamorphic rock. You should be able to recall the general properties of a metamorphic and sedimentary rock. And you should be able to explain how both of these rocks are formed. If you can't, re-listen to the video again. If you can, I'll see you next lesson.